Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I've been kind of busy with prom, which I guess I should talk about that. It was a lot of fun. It was about a couple weeks ago, and I went with my friend because I'm no longer in public high school, so I had to be invited. And it was a little bit nerve-wracking because my first love was there. And all I could do was think about Jesse, and I almost pretty much felt guilty for going, but he insisted that I go. I didn't even care if I went or not. I mean, I guess something inside me wanted to go because this is my senior year and my last chance, but I felt really bad that I couldn't be with my boyfriend. So, yeah. It really hit me whenever everybody was slow dancing and I was slow dancing with my friend. We're like best friends. So you don't think anything of it. It's not awkward or anything. But I wanted to cry because, I love this guy to death, but, I would rather be slow dancing with my boyfriend. But he's in Okinawa. Yeah. So, but other than that, it was really fun. And I mean, I'm not a huge dress wearer, but I like getting dressed up, and so that was a lot of fun. Um, Also, I've been cramming and cramming and cramming and cramming for college finals, and I got that done last week. So with that said, I finished my first year in college, and I'm proud of myself. I usually don't give myself enough credit, but here I'm going to because I'm a senior, class of 2011, and I'm already done with my first year of college. Yay! So I will be a sophomore in the fall. Um, Also, let's see, what else happens? Oh, um, I've been getting ready for graduation, which is also really exciting. There's only 8 days left of school. 8 days left. Yay. Um, I'm ready to walk. um, so I've been busy with that, and then there's been dance stuff almost, every evening. This is my first evening off, and with that said, I had bad allergies, so I'm not even feeling that well, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. You know. Okay, so Jesse and we've been really good. It's been a little bit over a month and a half since he's been in Okinawa. He's finally off of light duty, which is really exciting for him because he's getting pretty sick of sitting in his barracks all the time because they pretty much wouldn't let him do anything. I mean, he couldn't work out, he couldn't go to PT, he, couldn't work, but just like a little bit, and for just a few hours of the day. So, he is pretty much hating it. So now, um, he's returned to full duty. He's getting used to, everything he has to do, work and all that. So, I'm not gonna say he's enjoying Japan yet because he definitely isn't. He's having issues getting used to the whole culture and the food, the different food, and he has complained that it's done nothing but rain there, and I feel really bad for him because it was actually raining all the time in North Carolina when he was at MOS school. So, you know, he said he's ready to see some sun. He actually asked me to take a picture outside when the sun is shining. I felt so bad. I was like, "You really don't see any sun?" He goes, "No, it rains all the time." So, I hope the weather gets better over there for his sake. Um, I know it's going to take him some time to adjust. I mean, it's a whole different country. Um, I would probably be not liking it either. um, I didn't like it when I lived in a different state other than Texas. So, I can only imagine a different country than the United States altogether. Um, Also, he finally got his own laptop, which makes me happy. because he had been using his roommates, and we were able to Skype, but he couldn't figure the sound out. I tried to talk him through it, but he couldn't hear me, and I couldn't hear him, and it was so bad, and it wasn't anything wrong with my computer, because I Skype all the time with other people. So he finally got his own laptop, and for the first time, you know, in a month and a half, I got to hear my boyfriend's voice. I was so excited. I mean, that sounds so lame, but you know, I'm sure my other, you know, girls and guys can relate, because after not hearing them for a while, it just kind of sucks. I mean, it's good to actually hear their voice and hear them say I love you and I miss you and just all this stuff. It's like the best feeling in the world, and I actually get better sleep when we Skype at night right before bed while he's on lunch. So yeah. Also, I do not know if this is just my boyfriend, this is just Jesse, or if this is other Marines or other military people, but Jesse has a really hard time communicating with his parents. He just won't do it. And it makes me feel bad because I always have to tell them stuff. Like, I had to tell his parents about his spider bite and him being in the hospital for like 3 days. That's not something I want to do. I mean, I don't mind it, but I feel as if, you know, Jesse should be telling them this stuff. So, a couple of weekends ago, when it was prom, it was Mother's Day weekend, and so Sunday on the way back here to Austin, we stopped by his house, and was my first time, you know, being at his house without him, and I was scared, but it turned out well. And plus, you know, I was emotional because, you know, I'm going to my boyfriend's house and he's not going to be there, and I'm going to have to pass by his bedroom, and just, you know, not knowing how to feel until I got there. But I was okay. I didn't break down or anything. But I felt really, really bad right before we left, and, you know, his dad had given me a hug, and then he said, hey, would you do me a favor? And of course I said, yeah. He said, would you tell Jesse his dad said hi? And I was like, oh! I was like, no, I don't, this is bad. I mean, this should not have to be asked. So I did tell Jesse, and I think it made him feel a little bit bad that he hadn't been keeping in touch with his parents. His dad is actually the main reason he enlisted in the Marine Corps. So, I mean, he has a lot of respect for him, and for him to say that, oh, and he looked so sad too, I felt terrible. It made me want to cry. Yeah, so, and I also told Jesse that I've noticed that his mom is always on Facebook. And you know why that is? Because she's waiting for her son to say something to her, and he never does. No I love yous, no mom, I'm okay, no nothing. And it makes me feel sad. I mean, if that was my son, I would want to hear from him every chance he was able. But I don't know. I have a few other military friends, and they're like, oh, well, you know, we always keep in touch with our best friends and our girlfriends, our boyfriends, you know, first before our parents, you know. I'm like, but at least you eventually talk to them. Jesse doesn't. So it makes me feel bad, but I hope it gets better and that he does start talking to them. He said he would. Yeah. So, with that said, I'm probably going to make another video, a part 2, because I'm running out of time and I don't like it. And I have a lot to say because I have not been on here in a while. So, just get ready for the part 2 video, okay?